All right. We gonna learn today. Oof. All right, we live, bruh. We live. Let's see if we can get some sounds going. Little background. How about this? Is that a nice one? And maybe it's too low. Not that one. I should probably make a note of the different sounds and what I'm using for. Let's pick one. Yeah, that would do. Wait. Yeah, that would do. That would do. All right, let's see where we at with this. Okay, that's complete. Cool. Close that down. Just check on a few things as well. I just, you know what? My day today. I've done a lot today. I feel like I've done a lot. Like, went for a walk. I walked for about 6 miles approximately in total. I was originally, oh, can you hear me? Is that, I've got to be careful with this thing because, actually, I wonder this. Okay, cool. That's interesting. That might be good to know. I've got a mute button directly on the page. Okay. Let me turn this down a bit though. But went for a walk. Walked for about 6 miles in total. So I walked about 3 and a bit more. I think it's probably more than 6 miles. Probably close to like 7 or 8 miles actually. I walked, I think it was about 3.5 miles or so, give or take. Then I stopped for a coffee and a donut, and then I walked another 3.5 something miles. So in total, it's probably about 7 miles actually. So yeah, they're quite a bit of walking. But after that, took care of the house, cleaned up, cleaned my car as well. So I did that. After that, I was in the garden putting out the weeds. So yeah, I've been pretty active today. Like, man, it's been pretty active. Let me put this on. Yeah, man, it's been pretty active today. Like, it's definitely been a full on day for me. In that, yeah, I feel like I've done that. I've done that. But anyway, we here now. I'm gonna change this music actually because I don't know. We go with something. That would do. That one's a bit quiet though. Yeah, that would do for now. But yeah, man. Damn. But yeah, I've done a lot today. And also like just this week. So I made peanut butter. And look, I've made peanut butter before. But okay, just checking a message. I've made peanut butter before, but the one I made recently, man, it was so good, man. Like I feel like I'm good at making peanut butter. Like, I mean, there's different things I could try. Of course, there's different ingredients or different recipes, whatever I can try and to do. But I feel like the fundamental basics of making peanut butter. Right? I've got it down. Like, I'm not even trying to brag on that, but man, I made hot sauce as well. But I'm just saying the peanut butter I made, before I get too carried away. I'll come back to the hot sauce in a moment. Man, the peanut butter I made was just so good, man. Like, I've done it where I've used more time when I make it. I've done it where it's like a bit spicy because I've added peppers in it, and I was like, let me try it without the peppers this time around. And the reason why I was doing it with that pepper, because I wanted to get it a bit smoother, right? Because with the peppers, you gotta use the crushed pepper so it doesn't absorb too much of the oils. Because the chili powder absorbs a lot, and then it becomes like really thick and dry. So I was using crushed chilies, and they were working fine. It was giving a nice spice and a nice flavor to it, right? But I thought, let me try it without that. Let's see if we could just get it a bit smoother. And yeah, you can get it smoother without using the crushed chilies, but of course you take away the spice, which is, it's kind of, I like spice, but at the end of the day, the bottom line is I'm still making just like good peanut butter from, literally, I'm making it from peanuts. Like, it is mad. Like, I'm taking peanuts and I am making it into peanut butter, and I've got that method just down, So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm pretty pretty chuffed with that. But yeah, man, the peanut butter I've been making has been banging. But yeah, also made chili sauce. So I made my own chili sauce. I saw a video on Instagram a while ago, and where the guy was making chili sauce. A guy who does it for, I guess he does it for a living, because he was doing like different orders for, I guess people like tell him what they want in their chili sauce, and he makes it, sends it out to them. That seems to be the case. Yo, what up, Sam? Sam B in the place to be. How is ye? Yeah, I was just saying that I've been making my own chili sauce this week. Well, I made my own chili sauce this week, rather. And I ain't gonna lie, man, it came out pretty good still. It came out pretty good. I'm quite happy with how it came out. Like, it had a good, nice flavor, and it was spicy as well. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I feel like the only thing I can maybe do to it is maybe make it just a tiny bit sweeter. But I feel like the way to do that though is to maybe add more mango, because like I use the mango as the base for the chili sauce, right? And then it was just peppers. My moving in days getting sooner. Hey, if you like chili sauce, I'm just saying, I hope you like chili sauce. Chili sauce is the best though, man. Like, and to think that this was my first time making chili sauce, right? And yeah, I got a little help. I got a little help, but it was my first time making chili sauce, and man, it came out so good, man. It came out so good, like, because I like spicy. Like, I like it when it's really spicy. But of course, it needs to taste nice too. Like, above all else, it needs to taste nice. And yeah, man, nailed it still. Yo, what up, Dan? El chili sauce indeed. Listen, I might have to like look into things like chili sauces and peanut butters and stuff like that, because you know what I'm considering actually. I don't know if I'd actually do this. Because I think to do it, even if you do it on a small scale, it's still a lot of work, right? But I was thinking of like going to one of these like stalls where you have like a marketplace or whatever, and you can maybe rent a stall relatively cheap and just sell my own peanut butter and chili sauce and jam. I can make jam as well. But I feel like even doing that on a small scale, it's a lot. Like, especially when you don't know how much of it you're gonna need to make, how much you're gonna sell. I might make way more than I actually need, and it's all, I ain't gonna be able to eat it before it's all, all just gone. Like gone bad. Especially jam. Like, the jam won't last long because it's like, I use fresh strawberries. I don't use any preservatives at all. So a jam especially, that won't last very long. So if I make way too much jam and it doesn't sell, then I'm just stuck with a whole bunch of jam. It's just going to get wasted, because I won't be able to eat it all in the time that it would take before it goes bad. So I feel like I'm thinking about it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Never say never, right? Never say never. But well, we'll see. spices of life indeed, man. Chili sauce and barbecue sauce for the win, for real, for real. Maybe that's the thing I need to do next, make barbecue sauce. I can make chili sauce now. Now I need to make barbecue sauce. Chili sauce cheesecake. Ooh, I didn't even think of that, but that's a good idea. That's a good idea, man. Yeah, Dan, how's your walking going? Because I see you've been doing a lot of walking as well. Dan's been doing a lot of walking. Like, I'm out here talking about, man, I just walked 50,000 steps. Dan's been walking to Mars or something. Like, I swear. Dan's been walking the equivalent of like 3 planets at this point. Like, I see them posts. Bruh. You do barbecue sauce, I'm moving in. How to get women. Make chili sauce and barbecue sauce. In case you're wondering, that's how you get women. You make chili sauce and barbecue sauce, and especially barbecue sauce. Apparently, I'm gonna have to look into that because there's a barbecue sauce that I buy from Morrison's, right? That I really like, and I prefer to use things like barbecue sauce and tomato ketchup. Like, tomato ketchup is fine. Like, if you don't have another choice, I'd go with the tomato ketchup or, something kind of like that. Especially if you're in a chicken shop, you hold up Brax Biv in a place to Biv. But yeah, if it was down to me, just like what I would buy to put on like chips or, as a condiment, for me it's barbecue sauce. That'd be my first pick, barbecue sauce. There's other stuff I like too, of course, like mayonnaise, or what else? But the thing with mayonnaise, I prefer things like the chili mayonnaise, like, the peri-peri mayonnaise and stuff like that. I mean, regular mayonnaise is fine, but I would probably go with like a peri-peri mayonnaise before, a chili mayonnaise, before a regular mayonnaise. But anyway, yeah, barbecue sauce would be like my first choice. Anyway, what I'm saying is, yeah, I should learn to make barbecue sauce. Yo, what up, Jacob Isaac, for the tartar sauce? Okay. Alternating walking with stretching, doing a lot of kicking drills now. Oh, nice. It might not work. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm just quacking. Fair. That was nice. That hickory smell barbecue sauce though. McDonald's have a what's it called? They call it the balsamic dressing that you can get with their salads. That's really nice. I might need to learn how to make that too, actually. But yeah, I made my own chili sauce. Man, it came out so good, man. Made my own peanut butter. I've been making peanut butter, but still, the last batch I made of peanut butter was just so. I still got some left as well, so but that should do me for a bit. Hot sauce, red franks, hot sauce. Yeah, I'm sure those are all nice and all. But bruh, where man's out here making his own hot sauce. You know what? I feel like I've I mean, I ain't gonna say. I mean, look, I'm not like a professional chef and that, and I'm not even close to being anything like that. But I do feel like cooking has become one of my favorite things in recent times. Like, making stuff like that has become one of my favorite things, which is mad because I've never really thought about making things in that way. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've cooked before plenty of times, and there's stuff that I'd say that I'm pretty good at, even though I do say so myself, right? But I've never really thought about, food in that way, and just, stuff doing that, like making food in that way. But recently, I'll say certainly, I mean, in fact, very recent, I think like within the last few months, even like 3 or 4 months, maybe. Like, it really does become one of my favorite things to do. It's just like make jam or learn how to make different things. Like, I made bread a few times as well. granted, my bread is not that good. I ain't gonna lie. The bread I made was not that good. I mean, it was fine. Don't get me wrong. It was edible, but it didn't come out with the right kind of texture that I was hoping for. And that could be down to maybe the way I mix the ingredients, or the amounts, or that whole thing. Maybe I didn't bake it long enough, or something. I don't know. But yeah, bread is something I want to learn to do. I did get a tip on bread, actually, on baking bread, about using water in the oven to help this, because it's steam. You put like a little thing with some water in it, and the steam from the water helps the bread to not have too hard of a crust or something. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to try that. But yeah, that's been me, man. Cooking and gardening. That's been pretty much my week. Cooking and gardening. Did some gardening today. Just pulling out the weeds. You know, it didn't actually take as long as I thought. Like, I think it probably took about 2 hours. I'd say like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I didn't time it exactly, but I think it was about an hour and a half to 2 hours it took to get all the weeds out of the garden. But the thing is, it's not hard, right? It's not hard work. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. It's not easy because a lot of my garden is concrete, right? Where it's been bricked. You know, you got like the bricks down, and then what happens is the weeds grow between the cracks on the bricks, like the sort of sides where the bricks meet together. They kind of grow through that, and the fungi gets onto those middle bits as well. So you get like a lot of weeds growing, especially like sort of this time of year, because weeds are seasonal. So you've got to pull them all out, and then put like a weed killer chemical cleaner thingy all over it. But the thing is, you have to do it at a time when it's not going to rain for 3 hours. That's the thing. And I say we. I live in England. Some of you might not. Braxton doesn't. Dan doesn't, and Jacob, I don't know where you live, so I won't say nothing. But yeah, when you live in England, any country where it rains quite a bit, it's kind of like one of these things where it's a risk. You know what I mean? Because you can literally just be pulling out all these weeds, and then you put down the chemical, and then it rains, and it's like, but no, you check the weather forecast, which I did, and I was pulling out because the weather forecast said that it was going to stop raining at about midday, right? So I waited till about 1 o'clock to be sure. It was about 1, maybe 1:30 I started. And I got out into the garden, and they still feel like a little bit of pitter-patter of the rain. And I'm thinking, okay, fine. It's probably just like the last bits of the rain. Surely it's going to be, the rain's going to be ending soon, yeah? So I keep going, pulling out these weeds. But as I'm doing it, I'm like, I swear this rain's getting heavier. I feel like this rain is getting heavier. Like, it feels like it's not quieter now. It feels like it's getting more and more and more. But I'm like, okay, I'll start it now. So my thinking was like, let me just kind of finish this part, and then, maybe do the rest another day or something. But then the rain stopped, and I was like, okay, let me just do it all. So I ended up doing a whole garden, just like putting out all the weeds, and then it still wasn't raining. So I was like, all right, cool, let me put this chemical down, put that down, and then I was just hoping that it won't rain. And then yeah, it did. We're all right today. It didn't rain. It didn't rain, so that's set, because you need 2 to 3 hours for it to just be so it can set. So hopefully what that means is that the garden will be clear of weeds for at least the next while before I gotta do it again, because it won't last forever, right? It won't last forever, but hopefully it means that it will last long enough. So it'll be a while before I have to do it again. But yeah, man, putting out weeds. That's my day. But you know what, man? I don't mind. And then it's I think it's just good to do stuff. I think that's kind of my my current attitude. It's just good to do stuff, and just to kind of do things that are beneficial for yourself and others. catch up a little bit. Now some states outside of this place don't even cook grits. Okay. What are grits, by the way? What are grits? I don't even know what they are. I mean, I've heard that term before. I don't think I actually ever bothered to look up what grits are. Alright, Brad's awesome. Well, then again, they might. The grits will just don't cook them as much as they do. It won't have the down home flavor. I haven't following the news, but I mean, you pretty much keep us up to date with that anyway. Yeah, storms again, tornadoes this week. That's good news. That's good news, Sam. Mama Sam doing well. Doing all right for now. Hopefully that's hopefully it stays doing all right. Hopefully she stays doing all right. Yeah. Some spiders, snakes, rabbits, and flower beds, weeds down there, and frogs and worms after rain. Oh yeah, you get that here too. I mean, maybe not so much with the snakes. But yeah, I mean, when it rains, yeah, you're gonna get like the snails coming out, the worms. You know, a few frogs I've seen around actually. I don't know if frogs are common in London like that, but just where I live happens to be near a place where you get things like frogs and stuff like that, and they're not ducks, but they look like ducks. Like, is it geese? I'm not sure what the word is. I'm not sure what they are, but they're not ducks, but they kind of look like ducks, guinea fowl. So I don't know what they are, but anyway, you get animals like that nearby. They're like, because there's like a lot of like sort of lakes and things, not lakes, we call that ponds, canals, and that sort of thing nearby. So like, yeah, frogs. You might see frogs every now and then, just like jumping around, or like some duck-looking geese, guinea, or whatever it is, just walking in the park. It's like, all right, cool. So yeah, no, we see that. We see that. You do definitely get like a lot of the snails and stuff, and even like as I'm moving stuff around in the garden to like try and get like a bit, you're trying to move like a bucket or whatever, and to pull the weeds out from underneath that, and then all that the wood lice that are underneath there because they like to stay in dark places. You just see like a bunch of those, and then the ants and stuff like that. So yeah, just pulling all that out, pull it in. But you know what? Actually, I don't know how many people even care about this, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it's kind of a good tip. But when you put out the weeds in your garden, it's a good idea to not actually throw the weeds away. You can actually put them in like a big bucket, or even better, if you have like a compost bin. If you put them in a compost bin or anything like that, you could effectively just turn them into soil, all your weeds, and even things like some of your household rubbish you might feel like, especially things like your organic sort of food waste. Like a lot of that could be turned into soil. Like if you have a compost bin, that's one of the things I want to do actually. Because I don't actually have a compost bin. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting them in this big kind of pot, all these weeds in a pot. And that kind of works as a compost bin, but it's not as effective because it doesn't have the bit cut out at the bottom. So, but yeah, that's if you could get a compost bin or any way of composting your weeds, saves you buying soil later on because you just have fresh soil once it's all composted. But what y'all been up to, man? What y'all been doing? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This one. Yeah, okay, you'll see blue jays, red robins, woodpeckers, owls, hawks, and vultures around here when you get here. Some foxes, deers, wolves, and bobcats. Go deeper into the woods. You'll see some wild hogs. Wild hogs. Foxes are pretty common in London now, actually. Foxes are super common in London. Apparently, I think I read this a while back, and maybe I don't know. I'll have to look into it a bit further one of these days, or I don't know, we'll say. But apparently, the reason that foxes are becoming more and more common in London is because where they normally live, like a lot of those areas have been kind of taken over and, inhabited by people. So it pushes the foxes further and further into the city. So yeah, it is very common to just see foxes roaming the streets. Like you will see foxes pretty much anywhere you go to, just walking the streets. I see one the other day, more than the other day, like some while back now, but literally just crossing that. It was at a zebra crossing. So fox at a zebra crossing, walking across the road at the zebra crossing. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, they've been here long enough. Now they know the rules of the road. Wait at the zebra crossing and then cross. My favorite is shrimp and grits in Louisiana cuisine. All right, let's see what grits are. Let me see here. Grits dish. Grits are a type of porridge made from coarsely ground dried maize or hominy. That has been maize that has been treated with an alkali in a process called nixtamalization, with the pericarp ovary wall removed. The grits are cooked in warm salted water or milk. They are often served with flavorings as a breakfast dish. Okay, that sounds unhealthy. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. What was it? Alkalize and next. What is this like, bruh? I don't know. Maybe I should try it though. I'm gonna have to look up how to make grits. So I don't know. Or can you get grits in the UK? Quaker Oats apparently sell them. Quaker Oats make them, sorry, I should say. Or Quaker, rather. The company's called Quaker, not Quaker Oats. Oats is what Quaker make. But yeah, apparently Quaker also do instant grits. I don't know if you can just get it from a supermarket. I might have to buy it online. Launch to tell it's Sophie's. Yes, 667. So being preparing after that because it's been a struggle. I'm gonna try and get out on the weekend to celebrate her doing it. Awesome indeed. Gotta celebrate the wins, man. Gotta celebrate. Gotta start watching that 9/11 show on Disney, on the Disney Channel. It's pretty good. Okay. Wait, 9/11 show. 9/11 show on Disney Channel. Okay, wait, 9/11. There was a few actually. 9/11, 9/11 Lone Star, 9/11 Firehouse, 9/11 One Day in America. That might be different. 9/11. 9/11 rescue cops. 9/11 the plane that hit the world. There's loads. My 9/11. But I'm guessing the one you're talking about is 9/11. One just called 9/11. I'm guessing that's the one. 10 episodes. Oh, loads of seasons. 7 seasons of it. Damn, man. And then 9/11 Lone Star. 10 episodes. 4 seasons for that. They made loads of these. 2020. Well, 2018, the original one started. Mine, yeah, that's the one. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should say 911, not 9/11. I'm sorry. 9/11 refers to something else, doesn't it? My bad. I'm sorry. I should have said it as read it as 911. I should have read it as 911, not 9/11. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, they got 9 to 5 on Disney Plus. If you've not seen 9 to 5, by the way, that's one of the well, let me not overshoot it. It's not one of the greatest movies ever made, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty up there, and it's funny, it's cool, and it's got Dolly Parton. So there's a good reason to watch it right there. But yeah. They got quite a few classics. They got Romance in the Stone, Jewel of the Nile. Have I seen Jewel of the Nile? No, I think that's a sequel to Romance in the Stone. But I don't think I ever watched it though. Oh, I might have to do that. 1985. But I have to watch Romance in the Stone again because I haven't seen it for ages. But yeah, there was a sequel to Romance in the Stone, was Jewel of the Nile. I did see Romance in the Stone years ago, but I'm gonna have to watch that again. There are so many movies to watch. Not enough time. Oh well. But I started watching season 4 of Cobra Kai on Netflix. I think about halfway through it. But the things, I've been watching it in French. I actually decided I want to watch the whole thing in French. So I changed the language to French, and I changed the subtitles to French as well. And I would say so far, I'm definitely not understanding all of it, right? I'm definitely not understanding all of it, but I feel like I'm understanding quite a bit of it. Like I feel like I'm understanding a decent amount of it to not feel lost in the show. And it's certainly some words I'm picking up, and a few words that I've maybe learned as well. So yeah, I don't know, man. Netflix kind of low key teaching me French. I feel like Netflix is actually a good resource for languages. Like I don't think that's what they intended it for, but it kind of is. It kind of is. It has its uses indeed. But yeah, I guess apart from that, just been playing some video games, been playing what's it called again? Valfaris, that's it. Valfaris. It's like a shooting, slashing game set in like a kind of space type world with 80s style graphics. I like it. I like it. By the way, so I have a question for you guys because I saw this on Insta just today actually, and it's pretty much what inspires the title of this particular live stream. So this lady, she's asking these people a question. All right, so here's the scenario first of all. So the scenario is that your house is burning down, right? Your house is on fire, it's burning down. You can't save the house, it's too late for that. But you can save exactly two things. Exactly two things. So you have a choice. You could either save your partner, right? Your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your spouse, like your partner, right? You can save that person. Or, sorry, let me start. Okay, so yeah, you can either save your partner, your mother-in-law, your dog, and 20 million pounds. Or they said dollars. Let's go with pounds. Let's go with real money. 20 million pounds. So the choices are your partner, your mother-in-law, your dog, and 20 million pounds. Now, you could only save two of those things, right? You can't say three. I mean, you can, I guess, just take one and leave the rest, but you could save up to just two of those things. No more, just two. You can't save nothing else, just those two things. Just those two of those four things. What are you choosing? That's my question for you guys. Your house on fire, 20 minutes dog. You gotta save the dog though, isn't it? That's the thing, like, you gotta save the dog. Like, you can't let the dog go. Because I'm thinking, like, definitely the dog for me. Definitely the dog for me. But then I thought the second choice for me would come down between my partner and the 20 million, right? Now, one would assume, let's screen these nuts. All right. Is that a masturbation reference or something? Or, I mean, each their own, I ain't here to judge. But one would assume that, if somebody's your partner, your wife, your whatever, right? One would assume that you love that person more than anything, right? That's what one would assume. And if that's the case, then that's a pretty good reason to choose your partner over the 20 million. But let's keep it real. I mean, you can get another partner if you got 20 million. Like, you can. I mean, what's that song? What's love got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's love? What's got to do with it? So I'm just saying. But yeah, definitely the dog for me. Definitely the dog. Like the mother-in-law, I mean, I'm sure she's a nice person. I hope she is, at least anyway. But you know what I mean? It's too low in the rankings, I think. But yeah, definitely the dog for me. And then the second choice would be the partner and the 20 million. And I guess it'll depend on how I'm feeling on the day itself. Should one ever be in that situation, how you're feeling on the day itself. But I think right now, yeah, I'm probably leaning a bit more towards the 20 million as well. I think I'm leaning a bit more towards the 20 million. It'd be close. I definitely have to think about it, But yeah, I think I'm leaning a little bit more to the 20 million. Find me another wife. You need the money to get a new house. Oh, that's a good point as well, actually. 20 million would buy half a house in London. Nah. You can get a house. You can get plenty of houses for 20 million. It's not that bad. Housing market's pretty bad here. It's not that bad. But for real though, for like £1 million, you probably get you could probably get like a 3-bedroom for £1 million in London, I'd say. I mean, depending on the area, of course, but yeah, you could probably get a 3 million three bed house for $1 million. It might not be the, upper echelons of, but you'll have a decent house. You get a decent house for $1 million. 20 million a dog. My partner can save herself. Long live girl. Oh, that's a good point as well. Girl power. Hey man, you're a feminist. I'm not a feminist. Well, better start there. I think Brax is trying to say he will just jerk off to the fire, or jerk off to a burning house. Just whip his cock out and start masturbating while the house is burning. I think that's what Brax is trying to say right now. I don't know, that's the message I'm getting anyway. I don't know. House is burning down. Partner, mother-in-law, dog, and 20 million inside the house. Brax is just standing outside jerking off. Hey, listen, I mean, I'm not here to judge. Whatever floats your boat, dude. Whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to judge nobody. That's what gets you off. Then I mean, I'm sure there's worse things in jerking off to a bird in the house with people inside it. I mean, I don't know, mate. Braxton goes on Pornhub and looks up burning houses. Burning houses with people and money inside. Every year, Pornhub do that thing every year where they announce like their most searched categories. Their most searched like categories of like, oh, people search Asian the most, or people in this country search this the most, and things like that, right? I bet every year when they release those lists, Braxton's were like, there's got to be one more person searching burning houses with people in money inside. I can't be the only one. And every year it's like, nah, it just didn't rank. That category did not rank. That's those search results didn't rank. Just didn't rank. You're the only one, Braxton. I think you might be the only one searching that. Or maybe it's the way you spell it. That might be the thing. You might need to spell it different to. You might be spelling it different to other people who like to masturbate to burning houses with people in money inside. It might be just a spelling thing. It might be a spelling thing, but my Elliot's anniversary on June 1st, and he told me this evening he is going on a night out. That night with the lads from work. On your anniversary, oof. I'm saving the dog and the money. Maybe it's one of these things where he tells you that, but it's like a surprise. But if that's the case, you have to act surprised. You have to be like, oh no, I never saw this coming. Oh, I'm so surprised. But it could be that. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to make excuses for this guy. I don't know. He might literally just be like, I don't care about this anniversary. He literally might be that. I don't know. The lads are more important than his relationship. That might just very well be it. But it could be a surprise. I'm just saying, maybe on the bright side. But then again, you kind of like don't want to get your hopes up too much, because like you might be like, oh yeah, maybe it's a surprise, and then you get all you get your hopes up, thinking it's going to be a surprise, and you're there just at home and you're waiting, thinking, oh, he's going to burst through the door any moment, and he's going to surprise me, and then it turns out no, he actually did just go out with the lads on that night, and comes back and he's like, Sam, I'm home. Where's dinner? Better not be in a microwave again. I don't have to warm it up. It needs to be warm by the time I get. I just turned him from a sweet romantic to a guy who watches Dukes and Hazzard aside. That's not the joke of reference. It's a Black American comedic catchphrase. Oh, I say. I mean, if you say so. That fire sounds hot. True. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Hot, sizzling. What are you talking about, dog? Checking off the Facebook fire. He invited me to go with him and said we can go for a meal first. Told him I'm busy. Oof. Well, I mean, if it's your anniversary, you're gonna be spending it with like the lads, you know. Why are you coming along with us? We could do that with celebration. Nah, come on, man. That's you time, innit? That's you time. That's like take you out to like a real fancy meal, you know, like Greg's or something, you know, like a real posh place like that. Or even better, the local chicken shop. Like that's somewhere fancy, somewhere really posh like that, at the local chicken shop. And make sure you get like the family meal twice. You know what I mean? Because one for you, one for him. Like you can't get one family meal and share it. Like, well, no, come on, it's your anniversary. It's a special occasion. Make sure you get one family, but you get a family bucket for yourself. You get some family. You know what I mean? Like you're not sharing on that day. I mean, I know you're together or whatever and share this, but you know, on that day you have your own family buckets. I'm just saying, like that's proper romantic. I'm just saying, like, listen, if a woman ever took me out to a local chicken shop and got two family buckets, one for me, one for her, I'm like, you know what? That's a keeper right there. I don't know what to tell you, but that's a keeper. Like that's someone who clearly understands the assignment. That's how I see it. You know, don't have to shit a family bucket. Like, come on. There's at least 8 pieces of chicken in there, like each. You know, skin on. You know the skin's the best part. Ooh. Suck that skin off the chicken, man. Oof. Make me want to get a chat. Family bucket, man. Yeah, Brits, Scottish and Irish do have some rep in some freaks, so yeah, you can think of some wild stuff. Not really. I feel like British people have a rep for being more conservative when it comes to that sort of thing. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of freaks in the UK. Like, I ain't saying that. There's plenty. Like, they exist. You know what I'm saying? They exist. But I feel like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm wrong on this. Maybe this is just because I'm in the country. I guess I don't necessarily see what other people think. But my feeling is that people outside of England, outside of Britain, especially people in America, generally view Brits as more kind of like, you know, conservative with these sorts of things, like stiff upper lip and, you know, that kind of stuff, you know. Right now he's getting a silent treatment. Oof. So not much of a punishment then, I'm guessing. I kid. Imagine that though. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the silent treatment, and dude's like, yes. Just like turns around, he's like, yes. Score one. It's not how to have a good time, Brax. Ain't that the truth? Oh, Brax, you got some stories, huh? But you know what, though? You probably come across Brits who've traveled to America, right? And you know what? Here's the thing. I feel like this is just true of pretty much most, if not everybody. Like, when you're away from home, like like that. Like, especially like, I'm assuming you're meeting like younger people who maybe, they're living with their parents, and they're not necessarily their parents are strict, but there's always going to be certain things you can't really do when you're at home like that, right? So like when you go on holiday and it's just you, or it's just you and maybe like a couple of friends or whatever, bruh, like if that's who you're meeting, then you're gonna meet people in there. Not necessarily people who are freaky, but you're meeting people who will be freaky just because it's like the whole Catholic schoolgirl thing, isn't it? Like, Catholic schoolgirl thing where they're so used to like being restricted of this, restricted of that, by the time they leave school and they go into like college, and they're around boys now, and they're away from home now. They're living, they might be living on campus, going to uni now, and they can go wild. Like that's not even an exaggeration. Like people who grew up in like, say, strict kind of conservative households, when they leave that, when they go to college, go to uni, or just get away from home, when they move out or whatever, those first few years is wild. So like, yeah, if you're meeting people on holiday, even if they're not necessarily from strict families, but just the fact that they're now in a country, they're away from their normal surroundings, they can do pretty much anything they want to do. Nobody's gonna know because they don't know nobody there. Nobody knows them back. You know what I mean? None of that. Yeah, you're gonna meet some freaks. I'm just saying, like, you're gonna meet the person who I'd meet, right, and see them as like, oh, they're just like, they keep themselves to themselves. They don't talk to nobody. They're really conservative. They're really this. They're really, very stiff. Really, sensible and all that kind of stuff. That's who I'd meet. That exact same person goes on a holiday. Brax meets him, and it's like, that's a freak. It's the same person. We just see them at different points in their life. You know what I mean? I'm seeing them when they're, at home, and they have to deal with all the repercussions of, somebody knowing their true side of things. But out in America, out in the Bahamas, out in wherever they are, where it's like nobody knows them back home, bruh. You're gonna see a different side of people for sure. We just train perhaps. Yeah. It be like that. There was that comedian, I think it was I think it was Chris Rock, actually. I'm not sure, but I think it was Chris Rock, one of his old school comedy stand-ups, comedy specials, where he said something like, the freakiest girls are the quiet ones. And he says something like, they're always from out of town. They're always from another town. They're never from the town that you're in. They're always from another town. They just got too freaky and had to leave. Actually, no, it wasn't Chris Rock. It was Eddie Murphy. It was Eddie Murphy. Yeah, it was like Raw or Delirious. I forget which one, but it's one of those ones, either Raw or Delirious, where he's like, yeah, freakiest girls are always from out of town. Or quiet ones from out of town. Had some stories here and there. Especially by a Scottish Facebook friend of mine. Like, post on Facebook calls. I haven't met in person yet, but will whenever I'm over there. He's over here. Ask them if they got a Loch Ness monster out of that water yet, huh? I mean, if there ever was a Loch Ness monster, that thing probably died a long time ago. If there ever was one, Bush or Nessie. Nessie ain't with us no more. Scots are wild and always. Oh well, that's true. That is true. The thing about Scottish people, though, well, not even Scottish people, just Scottish men specifically. I guess the women too, but definitely, actually, yeah, just Scottish people. Just like, I mean, we can like kind of make jokes and take the piss and stuff like that, but like you don't really want to piss one off. You know what I mean? You don't really want to piss one off. Like, if you ever, I'm just saying, like, if you don't want to piss one off, like, if they're your friend and you can make jokes and then that's all cool, but you don't really want to piss them off because, like, these guys like throw logs around, like literally they throw logs for fun. Like, they will pick up tree trunks, they will cut down tree trunks and just throw logs to see how far they can throw the logs. Whoever can throw it the furthest wins. Like, they just throw logs. They literally throw whole tree trunks and just, yeah, it's like, all right, cool. So yeah, we can take the piss, we can have a little fun, but bro, just don't piss them off. keep it friendly. Keep it friendly. Yeah, I'm sure you got a lot of drinkers out there in the Americas, but where it comes down to it, like, between the Irish and the Scottish are some of the biggest drinkers in the world, as far as I can tell. Like, every country's gonna have their drinkers for sure. Like, every country's gonna have people who can drink a lot, people who like to drink a lot, or people who just like can't control their drinking. You know, every country's gonna have that, right? Every country's gonna have that. But I think as a nation, you know, as a nation, you can generally say, like, it's not a thing. Whereas you go to like places like Scotland, Ireland, or certainly from what I understand of Scotland, Ireland, yeah, like, you're practically breastfed like Heineken or something. You know what I mean? Like, literally just growing up on that stuff, like, bruh. Hope I have an invite. Ice cream walls. You will find out ice cream. Let me see what I can find out about the ice cream walls. That's the wrong one. It's this one. Glasgow ice cream walls. Ice cream walls were turf walls in the east end of Glasgow in the 1980s between rival criminal organizations selling drugs and stolen goods. So not to ice cream then. No, man, that's disappointing. I thought they're actually just fighting over ice cream. Nah. But use some of that money for a bulletproof vest, because apparently things can kick off there. So bulletproof vests don't cost that much, I don't think. Well, I don't know, how much do bulletproof vest costs? Let's see here. How much for a bulletproof vest? Okay, so you can get them for about £300. Well, you can get some for about £70. Actually, £70 one might not be bulletproof. I think a £70 one is just like knife resistant. But if you want a bulletproof vest, then yeah, about £300. Some go for about 600 or 550. I guess those are like the steady art ones. But the thing is, if you buy a bulletproof vest, right, and they just shoot you in the face, that sucks. You know, imagine you spend like £500 on a bulletproof vest and the dude just shoots you in the face. Like, mate, have some respect for my purchases, you know. I'm thinking about let's go spend some money, Jack. It's like the irony, indeed. Oof. It's actually kind of mad though. You can just buy a bulletproof vest. Like there's a shop, an online shop in the UK, offering free delivery on bulletproof vests. Like you can just like buy them and have them sent to you. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. But imagine the type of people buying them are people who are, you know, in certain fields, but it seems like anybody can just, if you got the money, you can just buy a bulletproof vest. Like, I don't know if they ask for ID or nothing. I'm not trying to go through the, I'm not trying to go through the steps just in case I end up spending £500 on something I don't want. Well, once I don't want it, that's not exactly true, but I can't be spending £500 on this right now. If someone wants to buy me a bulletproof vest, though, I'll gladly accept it. That's what I'm going to get myself. Want to get a couple, bruh. I mean, these things ain't cheap. Not if you want a good one, at least, anyway. I mean, you can get one for about 70 quid, but bruh, that barely stop. That probably won't protect you from spitting, let alone a bullet. I wouldn't mind a tank though. That would be pretty cool to have, just to have it. You know, just have it like in the front. Just park it out and be like, yo, it's my tank. And I don't know if I want to drive it anywhere. I just want to have it and just like maybe go sit in it from time to time and take naps in the tank because, you know, why not, right? Why not? All right, listen, I'm going to take just a quick little break. Just a quick little break for a few minutes, maybe about 5-ish minutes. And yeah, should be back in a moment to continue chatting with y'all for this stream. So I ain't got a little fancy break screen though, because I'm using just the app thingy. Oh, actually, no, that's not. So yeah, but let me I'm gonna take a break. So I'm just turn the mic off for a little bit, and then see y'all in about 5-ish minutes. All right, bye for now. Just for now. Oh wait, one sec. All right, tomatoes. Remember, parachute. Oh, well, no cape, man. No cape. No cape. All right, in a bit. All right. Appreciate you guys sticking through. Well, for those that did stick through. For those that didn't stick through, well, screw you then. We can pretend we are the Storm Chasers from Twister. Hammers will P. Well. I mean, I'll tell you, but I think Alan would appreciate it a bit more than you, to be honest with you. I think I need Alan in there to really appreciate. Yeah. I keyed. Let me turn this thing off. Got my other computer open, and that's done what it needs to do, so I'm gonna turn it off, save some energy on that. Well, maybe there should be. We need diversity in storm chasing. I've got a thing on my head. Is that a spot or is that fluff? I can't even tell. That might be just a spot, actually. It might be just a spot. It's hard to. Okay, I think it's gone. All right, cool. Yeah, more black storm chasers. We need diversity in storm chasers. It's fancy and taking shelter from bad weather. We need more black storm chasers. I'm campaigning for that now. That's what I'm campaigning for. More black storm chasers. Exactly. I'm going to see how many black storm chasers. Okay, so I found a post. This is from 2002, July 2002. Are there any black storm chasers? You know, like those hack grad students and such in Tornado Alley that ride around the OK, TX, KS, NB, CO countryside, trying to capture tornadoes on film or research them. In fact, is there any HBCU with a major in meteorology? I don't know, but that is a little too crazy for me. I panic every time I hear those tornado sirens go off bawling. So that was 2002. It is now 2024. This is 22 years later. Nah, we need black storm chasers, man. No, it's 2024. It's 2024. We need black storm chasers like that. If I have to do it myself, if I have to go chase a storm myself, people have been asking this since at least 2002. think I might have found a black storm chaser. You know? I'm not really sure because, to be honest, it's hard to tell from the video because of it's so windy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the black dude chasing the storm. In fact, let me show you because I think it's when you see this, Braxton. But there is at least one black guy chasing storms. In fact, he's got a Twitter. This is 6 years ago though. Simon Storm Rider. Alright, we're gonna have to find this guy on Twitter. We're gonna have to find this guy on Twitter. Simon Storm Rider. So basically, black Americans need to grow some balls. That's what I'm hearing, yeah. What's the point of having a bulletproof vest if you're not gonna chase a storm? Like, talking about, oh, you play bones and things can get dangerous, but you can't chase a storm. Like, really, come on. That don't make no sense. Come on. Well, I misspelled it. Simon Storm. Simon Storm Rider. Meteorologist, extreme weather journalist, adventurer, 24 years documenting storms. Wait, okay, I'm not sure I like the look of this because I see this and I see a black guy, right? But then I go here, yeah, to his Twitter page. Let me show you. Go to his Twitter page, and there's like 3 people in the picture, and only one of them is a black guy, and he's standing at the back. Like, no, that's not okay. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I thought it was like we finally found a black storm chaser. Turns out they just used him to get views, but they put him in the back of the picture that they take. Nah. So which one is the storm chaser? Because I'm seeing like 2 people in this picture. You know what? It might literally just be that one black guy. It might literally I think we found the only black storm chaser in the world. And they put him in the back of the photo twice. Bruh. Oh wait, you can't even... Oh wait. Oh, I have to click the thing, sorry, no, you can't see it, but yeah, they put the back of the photo twice. Fake hackers more evil than you. You could find your way out of the garden part of old ladies. Exactly. Oh wait, they've got a website here actually. We go to their website. About. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is their website. So apparently this guy's Simon Brewer. So it's not even a guy that was got a Twitter handle. But I I guess he works with these guys. And it's the one black storm chaser in the world, Justin Drake. Justin Drake. We found the only black storm chaser in the entire world by the looks of it. And his name's Justin Drake. Well, there we go. There we go. Somebody trying to break down racial barriers and chase storms. It's giving the man his flowers. The hardest group ever born. Trying bad weather, white supremacists, civil rights, police brutality, criminal justice in one. Yeah, then storm chasing should be easy then. Like, if you do all of that, then storm chasing should be like a walk in the park. Like, literally. Oh, yeah, we do all this, but we don't go swimming. We don't swim because of sharks. Like, that's what white people think. Swimming in alligators. That's what white people think. Yeah, we deal with bad weather and police brutality, but we don't say shit. Come on, man. Oh, Justin Drake, indeed. Keeping this swimming game strong. We be swimming, y'all. We be swimming. I should relearn how to swim, I should say, rather. I learned how to swim. I wasn't very good at it. But yeah, I should relearn how to swim. Deep down, you know. Take a look at Aquaman from the Montgomery, Alabama riverboat. Smackdown. Oh wait, is that the guy that threw like the towel in the air or something? Aquaman. I mean, a mane is like what a lion has. So we talk about, he's just got a head full of water here, like. Aquaman. Oh wait, I think I found something else. I don't think it's the Aquaman you're talking about. Alright, one sec. Okay, that's a bear, so that's not that. That's a white dude, so that's not even a guy. So okay, bruh. There's a lot of Aquamans out there, by the way, and the top results are not the one you're referring to. Because Aquaman doesn't even own his own name. What's going on, man? I tried another Aquaman. It's got Terrence Harvey. Was it Terrence Howard? Yeah, I don't think your Aquaman ranks high enough. The Aquaman you're referring to does not rank high enough to show up his search results, bro. So, just saying. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know the one you're talking about. I know the one you're talking about. Bruh. I guess you know what, I'm thinking about this, right? And it actually makes sense. Because like back in I want to say the 90s, maybe even up until like the early 2000s or so, a lot of black guys had the reputation of, being mean and angry all the time and that kind of thing, right? And like if you see a black guy on a train, he's crunch up the person. He had a kind of reputation. So it kind of makes sense that, like, okay, in trying to break these stereotypes and that whole thing, we we have to go the opposite. Let's go the opposite direction. In order to break the stereotype, you had to go in the opposite direction. So I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense. Oof. I mean, technically, yeah, but oof. I would hope you have bigger balls, actually, Sam. You know what? I need to stop talking. That was so inappropriate. I need to stop talking. Let me just say nothing for the rest of the stream. That was so inappropriate. I'm sorry. That was so inappropriate, man. Bruh. Man's getting too familiar. Nah, that's not okay. Not okay. But I mean, you should have bigger balls, though. I mean, that's kind of a thing. Like it's not to say that if you had smaller balls, it's a problem, because I mean, end of the day, all sizes matter, right? But just saying, pretty common to have bigger balls. But yeah, let me just take my advice and stop talking. Let me just stop talking for a minute. Maybe like 10 seconds. Jacob. You ever hear the phrase, by the way, doth the lady protest too much? You ever hear that phrase? I think it's from a Shakespeare book or Shakespeare play. And it basically just means that whenever somebody feels the need to defend themselves more than they really need to, you know what I mean? Side eye. Like, who you trying to convince, me or you? You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to convince me? Are you trying to convince yourself? You know? Yeah. By the way, this is the Aquaman number. Terrence Howard. They put him on Aquaman's poster. Oh wait, is this the guy? I think we found him. I just closed the wrong thing. No, never mind. It's all good. There it is. That is our film with Benny Mac, Terrence Howard, and Terrence Howard coached him and swimming team in the early 1970s. Good film. Bernie Mac. Oh wait, no, the film is set in the 1970s, right? Not made in the 1970s. Because yeah, Bernie Mac, Terrence Howard. I think might have been like children during the 1970s. So, or at least very, very young anyway. That's a cool song. That is a cool song. If I can find it again, it's in there somewhere. Ronald. There we go. There we go. Ronald. I won't play it because, you know, issues with that. But, yeah. That's a guy, into something else. And, yeah. It's a good one. Alright, speaking of that, actually, here's a question for you guys. And I guess the question kind of varies a little bit depending on where you're from, but for those of you from Britain, what is the most British thing about you? Yeah, what is the most British thing about you? And for those from America, what is the most American thing about you? You know what I mean? Like, what is the most American thing about you if you're from America? And, you know, whichever country you're from, like Belgium, Dan's still here. What is the most Belgian thing about you? You know, so whichever country you're from, what is the most that country thing about you? That's my question for the group. Now, for me, actually, let me catch up real quick. What did I get? Tech 9, what's the combo? I never knew I needed. It was a cool song. It was what was this? Tech 9 and Alex Treble, Terrible rather. But yeah, 3 minutes and 17 seconds. I was like, okay. But here's the most British thing about me, right? And I was thinking about this today, actually, so it's quite fresh in my head. I don't complain about things that I know I should complain about. You I mean, not to say that I never, ever, ever complain about things. Well, it's a rare occasion where I'd actually complain about something, even though I know I should complain about. Like when something happens and I should complain about it, I may even have like a very clear opportunity to make a reasonable complaint about it. But more often than not, I'll just be like, you know what, it's fine, this is fine, and leave it alone. So I feel like that's the most British thing about me. Certainly up there anyway. I don't complain about things even when I know I should. So that's my question for you guys. What's the most British thing about you if you're from Britain? The most American thing about you if you're from America? The most Belgian thing? The most Australian thing? The most Kenyan thing? I don't know, the most Scottish thing? There's only like 1 or 2 people in the chat right now, so there's probably not that many countries to go through. But in any case, that is my question for the group. What is the most your country thing about you? Wait, is this one? Does this have lyrics to it? There we go. Lyrics ahead. Once upon a time. Yeah. I always say I'm fine when I'm not. I get annoyed when people jump the queue. Oh, yeah. People jump the queue and it's like, you should say something. You should say something. But you don't. Yeah. Plenty of times. You should say something. You should say something. And you know what? For me, it's like, I guess it's more out of a desire to not want to disturb my own peace. Like, I don't really want to get into an argument with somebody. I don't really want to get into any kind of, confrontation with somebody over something that is, generally speaking, quite trivial. And, it's annoying, but ultimately it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So a big part of it for me is just not wanting to get into these like unnecessary discussions with people. But the problem with that is that it does annoy me, right? And because I don't say anything, those tiny little annoyances build up over a period of time. Because I'm not really addressing it. Those tiny little annoyances, like it might be just a little thing now, but then next time it's a little more. Next time it's a little more. Next time it's a little more, and eventually, it's that straw, right? That sets it off. So yeah, you should say something. I know I should say something. I'm probably not going to. The other annoying thing as well is that when you do eventually say something, and I don't know, maybe this is different for you, we'll see, but when you do eventually say something and it kind of just comes out as this kind of burst, the problem then is like, because like it's a whole bunch of things that you're pissed off at the same time, and you're pretty much directing all of that into this one thing, this one incident, and now you're talking about stuff that they have no clue about because it didn't actually happen. Then it happened like 20 years ago, or whatever. You bring stuff up that they have nothing to do with, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess, and it's like it gets so difficult to be coherent in what you're trying to say at that point. It's just not making any sense at all. It's like, this is why I don't say none. I don't say nothing. Excuse me. Man. All right. Here's my next question. Y'all ready for this? It was a little while ago, and I'm looking at the shelves to see what I can buy, and people just go in front of you like they don't see you. I was getting so annoyed. I'm like, from another. I was just trying to read this thing. Something's in the way. Damn. Ish. Okay. Different colors. All that, but apparently it was getting pissed off. The thing is, okay, I mean, yeah, sure, different countries, different cultures, different customs, different ways of doing things. I'm cool with that. Like, end of the day, you know, that's fine. But I don't know, man. Certain things, surely, like, it's. I mean, I don't know. It feels like, to my mind anyway, purposefully butting in front of somebody in a queue. I don't see how that's good manners anywhere. You know what I mean? I struggle to believe that's good manners anywhere in the world. Like, if there's a queue of people waiting and you just like butt into the front of the queue or somewhere in the middle or whatever, and it's like, bro, there's people already waiting. That can't be good manners anywhere in the world. I don't know, maybe there's some parts, but bro, that one feels like, man. All right, Brax, you still there? What's the most American thing about you? And while you're answering that, here's my next question. What is? I don't want to say toxic traits. I feel like toxic trait isn't quite really what I want to ask. But what is? Transparent sentiment, dude. Right, man. Exactly. And it's like, yeah, no matter where you're from in the world, like, there's just certain things are just not okay. Like, you know, certain things just not okay. But yeah, what we're gonna do? Complain about it? I guess the most American thing about me is I love apple pie. I'm from the Constitution, and I love me the flag most because my ancestors they run to the flag. American. So you're sounding so British, right? Answer it because you asked me. I appreciate that, Braxton. I appreciate that. Thank you for answering that question. Thank you, everybody, for answering that question. I appreciate that. Here's my next question, though. This one's a little bit more. well, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I don't want to say toxic traits. I don't quite mean toxic traits. Yeah, I don't quite mean a toxic trait. But what is something kind of petty, maybe a tiny little bit toxic, about you, is what I want to say. What is something about you that's kind of petty, maybe a little toxic? Maybe not super toxic. We don't need to go there. But maybe just a little toxic. Something that you do that you probably shouldn't be doing. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. What is something about you that you do that you probably shouldn't be doing? Not necessarily something really, really bad and dangerous and illegal. I mean, don't admit no crimes over here. You tell it to the police and the priest or something. But I'm just saying something that you do. Maybe it's a little harmless in the grand scheme of things, but at the end of the day, you probably shouldn't be doing it. That's what I'm trying to get at. Something that you do, not necessarily something bad or something wrong or something that's gonna hurt people, but just something that you probably shouldn't be doing it, but you do it anyway. Ask my question. Sure, I'll try to answer something the best way I can. Awesome. So yeah, that's my next question then. Something that you do that you probably shouldn't be doing. So for myself, lead by example. There's a person I follow on Twitter /X, as it's called now. And it's a person I know in real life, actually, by the way. So it's not like just somebody I know them in real life. But this person has a tendency to post pretty personal things on the Twitter, right? Pretty personal things. More often than not, they involve like somebody she just been out on a date with or something like that, right? And every now and then, she would do something like an Ask Me Anything, and people would like those anonymous things where you ask a question but you don't know who answered it, and it'd be that sort of thing. And she'll answer the questions on the Twitter, and people will ask the most outrageous questions, like whatever you're thinking of is probably worse than that. People ask some outrageous questions. But here's the thing, every time she does something like that, I'm reading them. I'm reading every single one of them. Like, I am reading every single one of them. Like I say, I probably shouldn't be. It's none of my business. And it's not like a bad thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's on Twitter. It's out in the public, right? But, bruh. Yeah, that's me. That's me on Twitter, just reading every single one of these posts. Like, okay, you asked that question. People been asking some wild things, and she's answering them. Like, okay. So yeah, what's that thing that you do that you probably shouldn't be doing? That's my question for the group. Suddenly silence. That's not toxic. I do it all the time. Yeah, toxic I think is probably not the right word for it. Not really quite the right word. It's more like, yeah, just something like, not necessarily bad, but you're like, you should just leave this alone. Like, at least for me, I feel like I shouldn't be. Well, I mean, not shouldn't, but certainly I probably shouldn't read as much as I do. Like, it's nothing to do with me. It's personal stuff. And granted, it's going out in a public place, so literally anybody can read it. So I know, but at the same time, I'm reading these things like, bro, to know what it is. But I'm reading them. What's that talking about? That blow stuff up, then snap over something stupid. Oh, wait, 1 sec. Okay, just checking out YouTube sometimes gets a bit funny. Alright, cool. But yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. Keeping stuff inside and then you snap, yeah. It gets just, you just end up letting it out with some dumb nonsense. It's a minor thing, real insignificant. It's probably like a thing that sets it off is usually something so insignificant. You know, it's usually something really, really tiny. But it's just that one thing at the wrong time. And it's like, bruh. You know, hopefully, right? Just get popcorn out as well. Just like, oh, he said that. Ooh. What's he gonna say? What's the response? What's the response? Bruh. But hey. We live and learn, or while we live, and then maybe, just maybe, learn. Probably not. By the way, that whole thing about, that person I'm talking about, like the date she's been and stuff like that. Like, I mean, of course, that's fine. She could do it. That's separate. It's not saying that, but she's not the only one. Of course, like loads of women do sort of similar things, and I lie to you, man. That kind of stuff, like when I see that, all it says to me is that, listen, whoever I'm with next has to be like it. You know what I mean? Whoever I'm with next needs to be it, because like I'm not trying to be the subject of anybody's like pissed off Twitter rants. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to do that. So it's like whoever I'm with next needs to be it. So it's like, you know what, bruh, ain't no messing around. You know, ain't no messing around. I was like being sarcastic to the point where someone doesn't know if I'm insulting them or joking. Where they start laughing, like then they stop, like, wait a minute, that was a joke, right? Just leave it there. Don't say nothing. Just let them wonder. But alas, it is that time, well, approaching that time. 5 to 10. Man's gotta be up early. I'm expect the worst in others. I'm sarcastic, nonchalant at times, have automatic hatred and manners for others. And we all have an angry face or a straight face for others. I post very little about relationship stuff. I don't like. People know my business. Yep. It's a need to know basis, and the world don't need to know. The world don't need to know. But guys, it's getting late. Next live stream should be next week, Tuesday, about 8 p.m. GMT-ish, or maybe later, depending on what happens in between now and then. In the meantime, I'll try and post a video or two, if at all possible. But yeah, I'm gonna go put some food in my belly, then I'm gonna lie down, close my eyes, and hopefully open them again in approximately 8 hours. Please, I could never get 8 hours sleep. But I did once, actually. I mean, not all in one go, but over the course of the day, like, I slept a bit here and a bit there, and ended up being about 8 hours in total. That was a good day. But if I ever get 8 hours sleep in one go, oof. But, well, you gotta try, right? You gotta try. Anyway, guys, you've been awesome as always. Appreciate you and all that you do. Thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for keeping it lively. Good night, guys. Hope to see you next week. Indeed. Till then, till whenever, if ever.